Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VeVe OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. Today I want to talk about the comic curator program. I think I mentioned this the other day where the last several weeks you've had at least one comic book sell out per week. And I don't mean on the app, I mean on the comics.vv.me. They come out every Wednesday. And you know, how much money are they actually making with that? Well, they have a good amount of users, and granted, some of the users, they probably only just get the digital read only. It's not that much, but the NFTs or the NFT versions of those comics where they're limited, they're one of 1,000, technically 990 because VeVe keeps 10. They are doing pretty well. And the comic curator program hasn't come out yet. But we've seen in the last 2 weeks, we've had 300-ish people, I think, join. And actually, if you go to the last 4 weeks, we've had, I think, 500 people. Let me take a look here. This past week, 130 people had made their first purchase. The week before was 174. Okay, cool. So you're at 304. So I think 4 weeks it was 400 people, which is an average of 100 per week, which I will take. That is not bad. But again, this is not with the comic curator program yet. Don't get me wrong. There's a couple of people that have joined, and link down below if you haven't joined yet, in preparation for that, because they are either from the SHIRO community, Sharby, Crappy, Chaos on the Chains, what have you, whether it's Heinecoin, Ladies on Solana, Solana Wolfpack, Nike the Pig. I assume there's others that I'm forgetting here right now, but Space Penguins. A few of those people have joined, like, yeah, I'll join right now, I'll use your link, and they have, which is great. And it's in preparation, but a lot of people, unless they're going to buy something on the app, like I'll join when I need to. And nowadays, as of right now, as the making of this video, Sunday, October 19th, you still have to KYC if you want to cash out. But in actually 1 month from today, give or take 24, 48 hours, you probably won't need to, because cash out of gems will be gone, which is great for VeVe. They're not going to need to cash out. Like, any gems that are in there, they don't have to hold those in a separate, or they don't have to hold money to represent those gems. That money can be used for other things, and you could take that money that was used to, hey, in case people cash out, we have to have that there. They can reallocate that to wherever they want, which is great. The more money that David can get, the better. Then he has more ammo to play with. It's like when you're playing blackjack, you can't see the chips that you have as money. It's like, okay, I have $5,000 left. No, you have to look at that as not $5,000. You need to have that as 5,000 chips worth of ammo. And that's what you need, because if you go from a 5,000 to 1,000, like, oh God, oh God. But if you see it's like, okay, I have 5,000 chips, now I have 1,000 chips, okay, this is how much ammo I have, and it's easier to make those calls. So the more ammo David has, the more money he has, the easier it is, and the better he'll do with it. That being said, once we have the no KYC thing on VeVe, or being able to buy and sell and do whatever, because they're not going to need to cash out, the easier it'll be for people to sign up. And again, you've had hundreds of people this last 4 weeks, which is great. But once that comic curator program comes out, and again, a lot of it will be thanks to daCat, or welcome VeVe, I anticipate that number to double and triple, and then double and triple again. And it's not just going to be for comics. It'll be for TMNT. And we have Michelle Ivy coming on. By the time you guys see this, probably like 12 hours from then. And the biggest Ninja Turtle fan, and like ever. Like, she once spent $5,000 on karate lessons to be able to fight just like the Ninja Turtles. I can't wait for that podcast. It's going to be great. And once you get a couple of super fans on there coming in and saying, like, okay, hey, digital is my new thing, because a lot of people run out of space with their physical stuff. Anyway, outside of that, we had the Stanley Gibbons thing happen, the Penny Blue 2, Penny Blue, whatever it's called. They had Guido Turtle Golf asked me on live, like, what could that get to? And I actually texted it to Comics and Crypto, to Sean that won that. Congrats to him, by the way. Love that man. Love that whole team. Most people are going to be like, yeah, I'm not paying more than a couple thousand for that, 8,000 for that. But if that's a one of one, it's not like it's a Spider-Man Noir where you have, okay, maybe the top whales want like a single digit and they'll pay whatever they get for that. Single digit Spider-Man Noir, 10,000, 50,000, like whatever it is. And there's only a couple people that would want that, or that would be willing to pay for that. And most everyone is like, listen, I'll take a random digit for like 5K. I don't care what the digit is. There's only 80 of them. I'm just going to get that. The Stanley Gibbon one of one is not like that. There's only one of them. There is no cheaper option. And yeah, most people are going to be like, yeah, I'd pay a couple grand for that. It's a one of one. But like the secret rare right now is like $700. So the one of one, you don't need, it's not like it's a Todd Batman or a Superman where you need like a couple thousand or very dedicated several hundred people to go and stack it. Most people could not care about it, and it won't matter because all you need is like 3 whales to suddenly, when this blow off top happens with crypto, and they might not even need to make it in Bitcoin or ETH. They could just have made it in DEVVE, Definity. They could have made it in OMI, make it into daCat, whatever it is. They'll go in, they'll have made $30 million and they'll come into VeVe and they'll be like, I want that. Yeah, let's try to budget 20K for it. Oh, wait, this guy wants it? And his budget's like 25K. If it can get away from people very quickly, especially if you want something. I've been in eBay auctions before where I've been like, okay, like it was actually on this day, oh God, like 5 years ago. Yeah, I think it was 5 years ago. It might have been 6 years ago, where I had already been, it was 2020. I was already in the process of buying one Trophy Kangaskhan for 80K. And then I was like, and then another one came on eBay and I was like, so I sold some Tesla stock. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try to get this one too. And if I can get it for less than the 80K that I'm paying for this one, all the better. And my highest bid was 69,420. Everyone comment nice down below, comment blaze it. That one wound up going for 150K. I was like, oh, damn. So me getting the other one for 80K, oh, this is good. It's almost a doubling there. Again, I've been a part of those eBay auctions where some people are just like, they lose their mind. It's lunacy. And you're going to get that. And the penny blue is just an example where most people be like, bro, they're stamps, I don't care. But there are going to be people that are just like, whether it's nostalgia, whether it's just for the love of the game. I've literally been in auctions, and I don't mean on eBay, I mean like in auction houses where I've talked to people like, bro, that was a great buy, but congrats, bro. He's like, I didn't even want it. What? Something just came over me. I just had to have it. I don't even want this thing. Bro, what? That happens, and that doesn't just happen with, I don't want to say it's like a mental illness, but that phrase, mental illness doesn't care what class in society you are, poor or rich, middle class, whatever. It's the same thing with people that lose their minds a little bit in the heat of the moment, in the love of the game. Be like, I didn't even want it, but I had to have it. That happens with Deca and centimillionaires. That happens with billionaires. That happens with, and I guarantee you that happens with VeVe. Again, whatever that Stanley Gibbons goes for in the future, probably tens of thousands. It could reach 6 figures. It's a one of one. It's whatever people are willing to pay. But that will happen again and again and again to no avail. And the more people that we bring in, you could have somebody like Greg Weich's in this week coming along. We have Michelle Ivy, the biggest Ninja Turtles fan in the world, and some of her fans are going to come here. Oh, digital collectibles on VeVe? Cool. Going to get in. We have Jin from Star Dogs, working directly with Darcy Donovan, who's been on the podcast a few times, coming on Monday. Hey, here's what we're doing. Hey, can we get Star Dogs in a comic on VeVe? Let's get this bread. You'll have a bunch of those people come in. What else do we have here? We got Greg Weich coming on, and he just signed with VeVe. His book's coming out on October 23rd. He's going to be on the podcast on the 22nd. However many of his fans that he has, it's like 50,000 followers over on Instagram, are all or half or even 10% going to come in? Probably not. But could we get 1%? Yeah, I'll take an extra 500 people. That's cool. Then we have David Quinn from Addiction coming in on November. So it's like when you work out, how much does, that protein shake right after you work out, how much does that affect you? Yeah, a little bit. What about BCAAs? What about nutrition? What about fish oil? What about sleep? And it's like, okay, well, listen, no one thing is going to make you grow or make you cut weight, going to make you do whatever. It's just all of the little things combined, a little bit here, a little bit there, and that adds up. It's like in a speed run of video games. You're not going to find something that takes off like 10 minutes of a speed run. But you could find, and even when you get down to the nitty gritty, it's like, okay, you're not going to find something that takes off 6 seconds, but you can find something that takes off a couple frames here, a couple frames there, and that could add to multiple seconds. And in a speed run, just like an emergency and veterinary care, every second counts. And from what VeVe is going to get from the people that I just mentioned, from the people in the Comic Curator program, every person's going to count. And at some point, it'll be like, okay, yeah, these 30 people are not going to come in, cool, because we're going to have so many. But this is what I see for VeVe. And it could come with the collectibles. It could come with the overall NFT bull market, or it could come through OMI. I don't know which one's going to get there first. But I do know it is going to happen. 99.99% sure. Obviously, there's black swan events. There's an asteroid that can hit Earth. The sun might not come up tomorrow, stuff like that. But barring those crazy events, this is likely going to happen. In my opinion, this is financial advice. Anyway, I just thought I'd go over and share those thoughts with you. I hope you're all having a great day. I love you all. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Bye, guys.